Can I even reduce the FPS of this game? I don't think I can. I don't think I don't think I can cap FPS in this game. I think it's just whatever native is, which is 120 for me. Oh, we're all the way down here. Okay, everything's powered though, so we're good. See, you say that, but you know who you're talking to. This Dirk can't parkour very well. Yeah. Oh! Okay, that was a jump. If I don't want to repeat the jump, we recommend first finding 2 tapestries I missed down here. I missed 2 tapestries? Oh no. Okay. Time for probably one of my least favorite things in any puzzle game. Time to play hide and seek. Very cold right now. Like in here cold? Or is... Very cold again. Okay. Actually, is it? Hold on. Is it up? Ah, there it is. I see it. Okay, cool. See, what's funny is like at some point, someone's gonna be so confused by you saying cold when I'm close to it, because they're gonna have no idea that we're being funny about me being an ice dragon, so cold is actually being close. Okay, just jump. There we go. Yeah. There's another one I missed too. Oh gosh. Okay. It's buffering. Is there a there's no tapestry down here, right? That would be cruel, because everything's like in darkness down here. Now it's fine again. See, that's crazy, because like you're saying it's buffering, but literally on mine it's not even doing anything. It's still saying it's working fine. Whereas, like, usually whenever I actually have internet issues, like I can tell by what it's, by it giving me notifications and stuff. Huh, weird. Okay. Don't you love technology and how it, like, never ever works the same way twice? Is there gonna be a tapestry behind the... No, that would have been cheesy. Really? That's weird. Oh, that's a physics object. Okay, good to know. Never works the same, does it? There's always something different going on. I feel like maybe the tapestry is going to be above? It's quite cold near the fissure with the Ralto page. That's not here. That is over here. Right? Yes. Nick. Spectrum's just gonna become the scapegoat for anything that goes wrong during the stream. That is so hidden. Oh my god! Wow! 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 Okay. Okay. Now, let's go try to make this jump. Where's the... Here it is. I wish that one that was hidden... Or honestly, the one that's in the middle, like, would, like, is, like, over here. That way, like, we can actually have a spawn point up here while we're making this jump, so we don't have to, like, run back up here every single time. Okay, so jump on this platform, right? This pillar right here. The ledge on the main one. So, like, I completely missed that. Wait. So, like, jump on, like, this bottom ledge area. That's where I need to aim for. Yeah, on the right side. Okay. And now my brain's going at 15,000 miles per hour going, oh crap, which way's left and right again? Fuck. Makes you wonder if you can do this attack on a Sunwing. Ooh. Ideas. Okay. Let's see if I can put my dirt parkour skills to the test here. How does that actually work though? Like, that's so fascinating how a difference in FPS causes you to phase through an object. What is the what actually causes that? No, I didn't get it. Okay. I need to jump a little bit sooner, I think, because I think I still jumped like into the middle area. Unintentional puzzles. Hey, at this point, it just adds to the puzzle of the age. More content, more unintentional content. Make sure I run and jump. Okay. No, not through the fissure. That was close. Do I need to worry about the same thing happening when I get onto the other bridge? So I can't walk, I have to actually run and jump. Okay. Nope. Ah. I'm not getting it. This time it might actually be on. Wait, did I miss the elevator? I think I missed. Yeah, I did. This one might actually be on your end because I'm not getting any indication that the stream's having any lag or buffering or anything. Are you having any buffering, Kazuki? It's really short. Oh, we did it. Why am I so short? Stop. I'm stopping. Try jumping upwards. Otherwise, try walk to the tapestry. Oh. I think we did it. That is so weird. Okay. Well, we did it. Yeah! Oh, there's a door down there, too. Look at that. Interesting. That might be the... Where does that... Oh, that's the final door. That's the handprint for the final door to lead us into, like, the place where Yeesha's gonna talk to us. Okay. Oh, we gotta find... one tapestry? I think... Yeah. Okay, we made it. I really want to know why the changing FPS causes me to phase through that rock. That is such a... My, like, autism is, like, going off on that. I really want to know why. That's such a cool but weird thing. Hello. I can't move. Oh, there you go. The FPS thing has been fixed in UrU Online at least. Well, that's good. Oh, this is so spooky. Reminds you of the Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts. What am I looking at here? Someone sits down here and watches something? Oh gosh. Why do I feel like I'm about to be heading into an extremely intense puzzle right now? What's happening? Oh no. What? Hold on, what am I wearing? What am I wearing? Will this suit allow me to, like, interact with things now? No. This is the direction I came from, right? Like, this is where I entered. Yes, this is where I entered here. Are we losing our sanity? I think we're losing our sanity. Another door. What do you lead to? We are in the council chambers? Okay, here's what seems to be like a map of this area. Okay, hold on. So there's two... So I think we're right here. We came in this way. We went up. We saw through the glass into whatever this room is. Then we went down the side passageway where we got into our uniform. We came up and we walked all the way around, and now we're in this council chamber. So if we walk down this way, there's another... It's just mirrored. I didn't miss this book. Title, Greason. Simpson, don't mention anything about the upper area of the fortress in your Greason report. I don't want people wandering all over Teledon looking for the weird link stone. I found it already first. Haha. Okay, here we go. Author Simpson transcribed from a voice recorder. The age of Greason. Greason. Date 11/12/2001 to 6/4/2002. Multiple trips. Dirg called dibs. Okay, one thing seems immediately obvious. This place was built for security. No one could write a link anywhere in this place or the next. It was obviously a maintainer facility of some kind, and it doesn't seem that it was for general guild members. By that, I mean it was limited to at least the higher ranking members. As to how they got the first link written here, I don't know. Probably while it was under construction. It does seem pretty obvious that it's not going to happen again unless something major happens to this place. I should say that Kodama has some theories about the age that have held up so far. May have a special forces of a sort for the maintainers, started later mid-8000s, became somewhat of a research and development arm for the Maintainers Guild. I don't know, worth mentioning though, there are quite a few mentions of such groups in other docs Kodama has found, or at least seen. The entrance. To begin with, I'd wager that no one other than a high-ranking government official or similar even made it to this room. That's just my guess, but it seems pretty sound. I don't think any school buddies or girlfriends dropped by to see their maintainer friend. The linking book we found was deep within the Maintainers Guild, and I'm sure it was well guarded in its day. You can see right off the bat, the entrance was extremely secure, thick walls, one door, a high window, sniper maybe? If you manage to get in with a bomb or something, it's not going to do any noticeable damage. I love the maintainer symbol on the floor and everywhere else you look. So the maintainer symbol is the book with the eye. Okay. As though I might forget and wonder where I am. Waiting room. So visitors are escorted into this little waiting room. There's a window on one side. It looks almost like a ticket window. Maybe turn in weapons or goods that aren't allowed. Maybe books. I'm sure they didn't want books in here. Yeah, it looks like mainly for books. There is another ticket window on the other side, although this one looks different. I'm pretty sure those are beetle cages on the other side. Beetle cages. Beetles. So that's like, I'm thinking this is referring to where we linked in and we walked in and there's like the two windows on either side, and one of them goes to where I was calling like the kennels, and the other side has like those lockers that I could interact with. So like that one with the lockers is for where you store contraband that you bring in with you while you're in the age. And then the other one is for beetles? I don't know what's going on with the beetles. Beetles that sought out ink. Someone was just telling me there are all kinds of references to them in other docs. You didn't make it past this room with a book. Oh, so they're like the sniffer hounds, to make sure you're not sneaking in a linking book into... Oh, okay, I gotcha. As well, the doors never open at the same time, so even if somehow you make it out of the entrance room, you're still not going to make it past these mammoth doors of the waiting area. The halls. Looks like the hall ran across the entrance circumference of the building. There are plenty of rooms. I'll just try to hit them one at a time. First, it's an elevator though, however it looks like it's only down. Wonder if it was always that way. More security, I guess. Once you've made it into the halls, there's still nowhere to go, at least if they didn't want you going anywhere. Lockers. I would think that any books that were brought to the age were kept in the lockers. I imagine that some of the workers here or frequent visitors also kept some equipment, but I could be wrong on that. Looks like they kept some maintainer gear as well, markers, helmets, etc. Seems a little out of place, honestly. The keys. Okay, things are becoming a little more clear now. Just had a long chat with Laxman and researched some different docks over in the city that Nick had. Looks like the current condition I'm seeing was not the original condition. The key was a major development not just for the guild, but apparently for all citizens. Turns out they were just starting to hand out the keys to the public around the time of the fall. Nice timing. So it looks like they had some renovations to the facility. Wait, looks like they had done some renovations in order to facilitate the massive amounts of visitors that would be coming in order to retrieve keys. Turns out my little girlfriend analogy was pretty much completely wrong. Girlfriends were more going to start coming here, at least the open sections. At least to the open sections. Kodama corrected me. We've actually found multiple books in neighborhoods, as well as the guarded maintainer book I mentioned earlier. Whoops. So visitors come in, walk through the doors, beetles check for books, they walk down the halls into the key room, get a key, and link out. Guards were probably at the up elevator, which is just behind this room. If they did happen to bring any illegal items, they get them back from the other side of the locker room, and off they go back home with their new shiny key. Makes more sense as to why the maintainer paraphernalia was in the locker rooms too, probably a little display type thing for all the visitors. Impress them. The warehouse. Quite a bit of goodies in here, all of which I'm sure most visitors never saw. Pretty bad cave-in from the floor above, although Enberg says structurally the place seems alright. He's doing some more detailed inspections soon. Looks like most of these crates are filled with key maintenance type equipment, as well as a variety of spare parts, etc. I don't know. Laxman will have to give this place a good inspection. I'm sure he'll love going through it all. Beyond me, I know that. The beetle cages. Convenient cave-in. Not sure how one is supposed to get in the beetle cages without it. No idea how they did it. Link, maybe? Regardless, pretty positive the cages were for beetles. Symbols on the front and quite a bit of remains in some of the dirtier cages. We'll have to clean those up. Wonder when they all died. Speaking of access, another question. How did they get to the second floor? Elevators skip the middle floor. More security, I suppose? The second floor. Destruction was a little more substantial than I thought. Looks like it tore out a section of the outer wall even. I'm going to get out of here until Enberg can come back again. Been a few days, but I'm back. I'm no expert, so I guess I'll have to trust Enberg. But, he says, the whole thing is one of the most solid, heavy pieces of construction he's ever seen. It's safe, he assures me. If I die here and someone retrieves this recording, please sue for me. The second floor looks similar to the first, outer hall and a number of rooms. Have to remember that very few people probably ever walk these halls. There is no access via elevators, stairs, anything to get here. I assume it had to be done via a linking book, which is probably somewhere in the city. I suppose there could be a way to stop those elevators on the middle floor, but I doubt it. Regardless, this floor was extremely secure, book access only, I'm guessing. The guard lounge. Next to the observation room, at least that's what I assume it was, is what looks like a guard lounge. Looks like they stayed up here for large amounts of time. There are beds in here as well as couches. I assume these guys manned the window observation post while visitors were coming in. The guard lockers. More lockers similar to the set downstairs, although these are manned with some heavy equipment. I'm sure Watson will want to see this stuff and keep it locked up well. In fact, I'm not even going into detail about it here. Laxman can write all about this stuff in a later report. I will say I didn't know the Dunny had these kinds of technology. The gear room. Now I see why this floor is so secure. Looks like the whole power structure for this building is here. Amazing construction. The entire building looks to have been powered by some underground water source that caused it to turn. They implemented a gear that would grab onto the teeth and the ground outside and provide them a power source as well. Talk about killing two giant birds with one stone. Pretty amazing. Power looks somewhat complicated. Seems as though there was at least occasions that power was turned off, as there are obviously controls to do that. And then started again. I'm heading to the top. The top. Oh. And music starts again. Kind of. That's not even music. That's almost like sounds like someone just like banging on a pipe somewhere. Wow, I thought this building was big. The main portion is absolutely giant. And rotating too, of course. I'm overcome with the amount of work put into this place just for security. It's everywhere. Almost comical picturing government officials walking the same paths I am. Amazing. To get to the other side, it looks like one had to walk across the bridge to the rock pinnacle. In first place, since we've arrived, that we've that were able to save a link, and it's not big, and there's a massive structure facing you if you did. Pretty funny to try and picture an army invading, all of them bunched up on this stone, waiting for these bridges to rotate. What the... my gosh. What happened there? The creatures. These things are something out of a horror movie. I've been up here a little while, and I don't see them often, but when I do, they're scaring me to death. Uh-oh. What are we gonna see? I'm beginning to understand the fences and structures a little better. Perhaps some of them were designed to keep creatures out more than visitors in. Don't hang out in the woods unless you have a big gun. Another bridge to reach the main portion of this place, more security. I will say that the platform between the bridges seems to have eroded. At one time, crossing the bridges was probably a security feature to ensure manageable groups would approach the larger building one at a time, but I would wager it was still a lot easier than it is now. The erosion to the platform between the bridges has made it a little rougher. I suppose the maintainers would like it even more in its current condition. The mud rooms. I'm not sure what to call these things, but they remind me of mud rooms, so I'll call them that. Not much here. Looks like each bridge has a mud room attached to it, with another group of doors, etc. There doesn't seem to be any kind of decompression or decontamination that went on here. Really, they seem to be nothing more than another spot for another set of doors, another secure location. With the music and soundscape going on outside, I might not have noticed a few deep growling roar sounds coming from the... I didn't notice that. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine, I can roar too. The training center. I was going through each of the rooms here, but after making a quick overview, I think I'll just start with the entire thing. There are 3 types of rooms in the building, 2 of each kind. There is a control room, 1 purple and 1 yellow, a display room, 1 purple and 1 yellow, and then a conference room. Though these aren't colored, I assume there is 1 for each team. The entire building seems to be centered on the massive wall in the middle. The control rooms control the wall, the display rooms display the uniforms that were worn in the wall, I presume, and the conference rooms allow the government, visitors, and high-ranking officials to confer about the training on the wall. See what? So control rooms first. I'm not going to go into the controls for the wall in this dock. I'll let Laxman do that at some other time. Regardless, the panel here obviously controls the wall. The wall was used for training as well as testing of various suits. I believe the central room can get pretty hot, cold, smoky, or anything else I can imagine pretty quick. It was a competition. Whoever could get to the top the quickest. Teams would set up obstacles and members would race. There is a side tunnel that provides access to the display rooms from the control room. Not sure that these were originally display rooms, or maybe they were. Either way, there are quite a few old maintainer suits in there. There's also the latest maintainer suit, or skin, here. I guess I should say the machine to put on the latest... I guess I should say the machine to put on the latest maintainer suit is in there. Buffering wave again? Oh! Oh! This time it is on my end, I'm seeing it. Okay. It says we're good. Oh. Really just saying the word wall there as often as possible for a minute there earlier. Testing. Testing, testing. Now that we've had some time to look at this, It's incredible. We're talking about a suit that was skin tight and had linking abilities built in. Very high tech as far as maintainer suits go. Very impressive. A maintainer would fall down the chute while traveling to the interior room wall. The suit would be placed on him. I'm begging to try this thing, but the DRC insists no one does. Laxman already has someone on it trying to figure out more. I'm first when they do. I think these rooms could basically be described as team locker rooms. So why didn't I go down the suit whenever I got this, whenever I got the suit on? Huh. The conference rooms. Well, I guess these rooms were where the bigwigs sat down and talked about their maintainers. Obviously, they are set up to watch the wall, and there are displays that show the patterns being built and played on the wall. We'll never know, but I can see the guild masters in here watching their teams compete, preparing to send them out to some radioactive fireball age to see if their new suits can stand the elements. The upper portions. I'm not going up now, but we do know the upper portions were used as prison cells, typical Dunning technology. They had a single linking book that went to all the cells since the building was always rotating. A very complicated linking apparatus and timing mechanism was associated with the book. The timing of the link would determine which cell the person linked into. Apparently, it was very tight. Speaking of linking, this entire building is rotating as well. It seems most visitors came on the path from the well, although there were also books directly to this building. There had to be. It seems that many of them also use the timing mechanism to link into specific rooms. Looks like another new feature designed and built by these guys. One of many, I'm sure. I'm just wondering where the main research labs were, or better yet, where did everyone sleep and eat? Because that is content that wasn't finished or made for the offline version, sadly. However, only like a year ago, they finally made the wall available again in UrU Online. Oh, that's awesome! Oh, damn, I feel like that would be so cool. That would be so cool. To be able to actually go and like have like team games and stuff like that in there. And here is the last one of these. This is such an interesting age. This is so cool. Okay. Hey, Tenkai! Welcome in. I do need a drink, thank you. Oh. Oh, I think it's really... So, like... Is this gonna give me a different suit, a different color suit now? I can't tell if it's a different color or not. It'd be so cool. You could like choose your side and actually go like participate in the mini game on the wall. That's such a cool idea. That was cool. Ha! Pun intended. I see what you did there. Can I go? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've gotten all of the tapestries for this age. Now we need to figure out how to get down to that door. I haven't seen the second comp. Oh, you're right. Yeah, let me, that's a very important. Let me go to that second conference room. Also the second control room as well. Rah, 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 rah. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Is sprint? Oh, that's weird. I think I'm auto-sprinting now, and then whenever I press the sprint button, now I start walking. How did it get inverted? That's weird. Another... See, this time it's not actually... I'm saying anything on my end. It only said it that little bit. Oh, caps lock activates. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the purple one. We were in the yellow one before, I think, right? Okay, so let's go see this other... You're right, dragons don't rah 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 rah. Dragons go rah 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 rah. The protagonist got energized from all the insanity and jumping. Okay, so this is the other control room. What's interesting? Oh, we can actually see like some interesting like things on the wall in this one. I didn't check to see if we could see that on this too. I wonder if this is how like they could like program the wall or something. Whenever we do UrU online, I really want to play this minigame. Oh, this sounds like it would be so fun. I could say the same thing about Huskies. Okay, here's another notebook. Oh boy. Wait. Is that another one over there too? Hold on. Oh, there's a linking stone. Hi, linking stone. I wonder where you link to. Okay, get ready for reading part 2. The key. Just out of cure. Oh, this is only 2 pages. Okay, so not as long this time. It's fine. Yeah. The key. Base functions. The dunny number 3 on the back side of all of these devices. 3 functions. There's certainly more than that. 3 core functions. In any case, it's a convenient name, the key. I know, because it's actually like legitimately a key for doors. The Nexus interface. The Nexus seems to be just an interpreter for key data. Keys allow users to provide or decline book access to other keys. I think we can make this work for neighborhoods as well. Age names defined in the key appear in the Nexus, or should. Second is interpersonal communication. Obviously the most important function. Voice or text communication to other key users. Inter or intra-age doesn't seem to matter. What does the fox say? Sorry, had to. Third is image capture, storage, and transfer. What I like using it for. A single button press captures an image and stores it within an appropriate age directory. Images can be sent to other keys as well as uploaded to some imagers, depending on versions. Seems main servers coordinated. This functionality might be tough to retrieve. Journal entry, storage, and transfer, fairly simple. Write notes and store them. Again, server handles transfer journal, key to key, or key to imager. Okay, so how do I write notes on my key? Or do I have to... Is that not implemented in the game? The key I have is the light version. Ah, Dirk's sad. I want to be able to write on note. I love being able to like write notes on images. Markers. The ability to drop and collect markers at the operator's present location in an age. Layers of functionality here requires more research. Perhaps this feature could be trapped or tapped to help with the GZ problem. The GZ problem. What is the GZ problem? Doors. In this age, the key even adds most basic level open level 1 doors. Level 2 and 3 doors require higher versions. Okay. Level 2, I'm guessing, is the green. Level 3, I haven't even seen yet. There is much more variety to these devices than we first suspected. The dispenser is capable of handing out at least 5 versions and possibly more. Feature set varies wildly. There must have been a system to control and track these devices where. Imager built into the unit is surprisingly compact and efficient. Tenkai, thank you for the 40 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, that's the first time I've seen that happen. That was kind of cool. I like that. I lost. There is much variety to these devices than we first suspected. The dispenser is capable of handing out at least 5 versions and possibly more. Feature set varies wildly. There must have been a system to control and track these devices where. Imager built into the unit is surprisingly compact and efficient. Uses the same blasted lattice compression system, for lack of a better word. Have to crack that. Powerful projection for something that fits on the top of a hand. Oh my god, Tenkai, you're too generous. Stop throwing bits at me. Markers. Purpose. Perhaps a training tool for maintainers. Markers could be set up and recruits and or lower ranks run through the course. The interface is keys interact with markers in 3 ways. Team capture. Once all markers are placed, there are 2 teams that can collect markers. The key registers the marker to the respective team. Markers can vanish after a time limit or after all have been registered. Markers must be in the same age. Can markers be reset? You are. You're a good husky. You're a good puppy. Hold. Again, 2 teams. Markers only vanish after a preset time limit has expired. Markers do not disappear upon being activated, although server keeps track of what team is holding it. Server summarizes team holding most markers at the end of the time limit. Markers must be in the same age. So this is, okay, so is this showing you how to like play the game on the wall? So like you would like go and set up obstacles on the other team's wall and then place markers down, and then the other team has to go through your obstacles to get the markers? Is that how the game's played? Single capture. Only individual key can register markers. Markers also carry text. Entire marker set can be sent via key to another key anywhere in the system. Markers can be placed in any age. Markers themselves seem identical to those produced by the Great Zero. In fact, I'm positive the same technology is being used, if not the Great Zero itself. It's possible the keys are communicating with the Zero itself and writing these marks anywhere they are registered. Problems with that theory, maintainers, markers, etc. We're having lots of lag too. Why is it lagging so much today? I don't like that. Key registration. Key tracks of other keys on 3 levels. Intra-age. Any other key within the age is logged and displayed. Key to key. Any individual key can be registered for specific tracking. As a result, no matter where that key is, journals, photos, etc. can be sent and communication can occur. Perhaps this was used for temporary or semi-permanent team missions. For our purposes, a friends list. I'm really seeing what they were trying to do with this game, and I'm actually Like, this is actually really cool. Groups. The key also recognizes groups somehow related to the Nexus. Seems possible if properly configured to support neighborhood list with this function. Huh. Okay. Okay, that's really cool. I like that, the explanation of how keys are supposed to work and stuff. That's really cool. Okay. We have a linking stone, and we will see where it goes right after the ad break. This was a very, for those of you on YouTube, this was a very reading heavy episode. Okay. I'm really not sure what's going on with the lag, because like it's on my end, like everything looks like it's working properly. I'm not getting any cache buildup. Like the data rate seems fine. I'm really not getting any like major lag on my own stream preview. Huh. You said yesterday it was fine, so maybe I guess it's just some weird thing going on today or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is why I love technology. You're gonna elbows drop Spectrum. Oh god, I just realized if I were to elbow drop someone, that would hurt. Look at my elbow. I forgot I have spines on my arm. That would hurt. Ow. Ay. Be very effective. I mean, usually when you elbow drop someone, you're not just trying to kill them. Like that would that could kill somebody. Oh my gosh. Welcome back, everybody, to UrU. So wow. Okay. My brain just had a moment. UrU. We're playing UrU. We're playing the furry puzzle game. Without furries in it. Except I'm the okay, yeah. We're gonna end up walking. Oh, okay. Okay, go in there, I see. It's like the on button, you just boop. Oh! Anyway, let's see where this linking stone goes to. Oh. It is very... Where are we? What age is... I don't recognize this age. It's very dark. This is Dunny? Like, is this normal lighting or is this like bugged? Because I can't like it. There's also nothing to do here. This is just like, huh? Weird. It's like looking down onto like some kind of square in Dunny. Okay, well, I guess let's head back to... See the spot as a tease? Okay. Let's head back. And... Because we still gotta go... Yeah, because we haven't finished Greason yet. Gareson, sorry. Garetion. Garesh? There's no way I'm pronouncing that right. Why am I so far away? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a weird angle for the book. Anyway, let's head back to Garisian, and because we've gotten all the tapestries, but now we need to figure out how to make our way to that door.